Hi everyone, I hope you all are having a great day. I have created a presentation on becoming parents and I would like to share it with you all. So I hope you enjoy. I have created this fun little collage of photos that I found that I thought went perfectly with this topic. Fun fact about the top picture is that is actually my mom holding my twin cousins right after they were born. How can you become a parent? Well, there are multiple ways in which you can become a parent. You could have biological children. There are actually a few ways in which parents can have biological children. One, of course, you can have them the natural way. The second way, if the natural way isn't for you, is trying IVF, in vitro fertilization, a process in which the egg is taken from the woman's body, then fertilized in the lab, and finally implanted into the woman's uterus. Artificial insemination, the process by which sperm is injected into a woman's reproductive system. Surrogacy, this is when another woman carries the child for the parents. And fun fact about this picture, well, this isn't a group of biological siblings. Every girl in this photo has been raised by their biological parents. How do I know this, you ask? Well, this photo was actually taken at my 7th birthday party, which was held at the roller skating rink in Three Evers. Can you guess which of these girls is me? Also, the rest of the girls in the picture are my cousins and one of my friends. All right, I said there were multiple ways in which you could become a parent. You could also go through foster care, or you could even adopt a child. What is foster care? Being a foster parent is more than just bringing a child into your home. It expresses kindness to a family that could use the extra help. It offers a safe environment for children while they're unable to be with their parents at home. It supports the ultimate goal of allowing the child to reunite with their family of origin. Sometimes fostering a child can actually turn into adopting that child. What is adoption? Adoption is when parents welcome non-biological children into their home and make them a forever member of the family by going through a specific legal process and signing papers through the court. Each year, over 100,000 children are waiting for a loving family and forever home. Around 40% of U.S. adoptions come from the foster care system. 1 out of every 25 U.S. families has an adopted child. Almost every adult in the United States is legally able to adopt children if they can offer a safe, stable, and loving home. And I also have a video I'd like to share with you. It's just about 2-3 minutes long, not too long, but I cannot use the link because the link is being picky. So we are just going to press escape really quick. And I am going to show it to you this way. Enjoy.
Meet the Dougherty Dozen. We are Josh and Alicia Dougherty of Rochester, New York. After 9 years of infertility and recurrent pregnancy loss, we decided to adopt from foster care. We found Alex on the AdoptUsKids.org database, and he ended up moving in 2010. We finally adopted him in 2011 when he was 5 years old. Alex is now 16 and going into 11th grade. 6 days after we adopted Alex, we found out we were pregnant with Zoe. Zoe was born in 2012 and is now 10 years old and going into 5th grade. When Zoe had just turned 1, a caseworker asked us if we would adopt James from the foster care system. He was 6 years old at the time, and now he is 15 and going into 10th grade. 2 weeks after James moved in, we found out we were pregnant with Dash. Dash was born in 2014 and is now 8 years old and going into 3rd grade. In 2015, we were asked to take foster care placement of Jason and Jordan for 5 days. But 5 days turned into forever, and 3 years later, we would end up adopting the twins from foster care. They are now 7 years old and going into 3rd grade. You will often hear us refer to Jordan, Dash, and Jason as the triplets, since they were all born in 2014 and they are all in the same grade, and have been being raised as triplets for most of their lives. In 2016, we would give birth to Bodie Blaze. He is now 5 years old and going into kindergarten. In 2018, we would get the ultimate surprise with giving birth to Harley Quinton. She is now 3 years old and going into pre-K. When Harley was a baby, we found out about a sibling group, Patrick and Bree, who were in a residential treatment facility that needed an adoptive family. They were going to split them apart for adoptions, but we didn't want that to happen. So we advocated to keep them together and be their adoptive family. Patrick is 13 going into 8th grade and Bree is 11 going into 6th grade. And we recently took kinship placement of Deshawn and Nevaeh, son and daughter of a friend that I grew up with. They are staying with us as long as they need to. Deshawn is 12 years old going into 8th grade and Nevaeh is 14 years old going into 9th grade. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Because Doughertys don't quit. And that's the story of how we became the Dougherty Dozen. I used to spend...
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. Back to the PowerPoint slides. Okay, so there are different parenting styles. There's authoritative parenting, there's authoritarian parenting, and there's also permissive parenting. What are these 3 different styles of parenting? Well, authoritative parenting is parenting with affection and acceptance while also having rules in place. Authoritarian parenting has strong control over children with little affection and expects obedience. Permissive parenting is a hands-off parenting style where there is little guidance or control. Now, it is super important which parenting style you pick. So, your parenting style, as I just said, is an extremely important aspect of, family functioning. Authoritarian and permissive parenting are viewed as having negative impacts on children's growth and development. Research shows that authoritative parenting is the best style for raising well-adjusted children who function at a high level in many areas of life. What does it take a good parent? Well, what do you think it takes to be a good parent? Here's another video I'd like to share with you, so let's go ahead and find out together.
One day, your child will look back on their childhood and say either, I felt loved, safe, and understood, or I never felt good enough, no matter what I did. Which one do you want your child to say? Parenting is the single most important role in shaping a human being. But here's the truth. Most parents don't realize the impact of their actions until it's too late. Today, we're going to break down exactly what good parenting looks like, how to raise children who are emotionally secure, confident, and prepared for life. Stick with me to the end, and I promise you'll walk away with insights that can transform your parenting forever. And if you want more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. 1. Good parenting starts with connection. Many parents believe that good parenting is about discipline, rules, and making sure their child behaves well. But that's not the foundation of great parenting. The foundation is connection. Children thrive when they feel deeply connected to their parents. A child who feels safe in your presence will naturally want to listen, cooperate, and grow into a responsible adult. But how do you build that connection? 1. Be present. Put your phone down. Look into your child's eyes when they speak. Show them they are important. 2. Listen without judgment. When your child shares something with you, Resist the urge to correct them immediately. Instead, listen with the intent to understand. 3. Use physical affection. Science shows that hugs, gentle touches, and warmth create secure attachments. Hug your child often. 2. Discipline versus punishment. Most parents confuse discipline with punishment. Punishment is about making a child suffer for their mistakes. Discipline is about teaching them how to make better choices. Good parenting means setting clear boundaries with love, using natural consequences instead of harsh punishments, helping your child understand why certain behaviors are unacceptable instead of just saying, "Because I said so." When discipline is done right, your child learns self-control, responsibility, and problem-solving skills. 3. Emotional intelligence, the key to raising strong, resilient kids. We all want our kids to succeed, but did you know that emotional intelligence, EQ, is a bigger predictor of success than IQ? Here's what emotionally intelligent parents do. They teach their kids to name their feelings. Instead of saying, "Stop crying," they ask, "Are you feeling sad because of what happened?" They model emotional regulation. If you yell at your child in anger, you teach them to yell when they are upset. Instead, show them how to handle emotions calmly. They validate emotions but set limits on behavior. It's okay to be mad, but it's not okay to hit your brother. Teaching emotional intelligence prepares kids for success in relationships, school, and life. 4. The power of encouragement over criticism. Imagine this. A child comes home with a school report. They got an A in English, a B in science, and a D in math. What do most parents focus on? The D. But here's the truth. What you focus on grows. Good parenting means celebrating effort, not just results, encouraging strengths while helping improve weaknesses, speaking life into your child's dreams and abilities. Children who are encouraged develop confidence and self-belief. 5. Teaching responsibility without control. Good parenting is not about controlling your child. It's about teaching them responsibility so they can make good choices on their own. How do you do this? Give age-appropriate responsibilities, chores, decision-making. Let them experience the consequences of their actions. Encourage independence by allowing them to solve their own problems. When children feel a sense of responsibility, they develop self-discipline and inner motivation. At the end of the day, your child will not remember every rule you set, every lesson you taught, or every mistake you made, but they will remember how you made them feel. They will remember the warmth in your voice, the way you cheered for them, the safety they felt when they came to you with a problem. That is what good parenting looks like. If you found this video valuable, make sure to subscribe for more content.
Okay, back to the PowerPoints, friends. Dr. Dan Siegel, a leading researcher in childhood development and co-author of The Whole Brain Child, has found that parents only need to get it right 30% of the time for their children to thrive. The ABC approach to repair. This information also came from this same article. Apologize. Admit when you've lost your temper, have made mistakes. This teaches children to be responsible with their own emotions. Be present. Limit outside distractors. For example, television, phone, and other distracting things. Listen closely and really give your child the full attention they deserve. Connect. Explain. Tell them you love them and give them a hug. This gives the child a real-life example of how to properly handle emotional repair. All right, here are my final thoughts on becoming a parent. Becoming a parent and going on this very profound life journey of raising children is a beautiful, scary, amazing, stressful, and powerful experience. You'll have lots of decision-making to complete, and yes, you won't be perfect and will make mistakes. In the end, though, Showing your kids you love and care for them is all that really counts. Though I am not a parent myself yet, completing this project has helped me gain a clearer perspective on what it really means to become the best possible parent you can be. And finally, here are a few quotes that I found that really stuck out to me. We never know the love of a parent till we become parents ourselves. That was from Henry Ward Beecher. There is no such thing as a perfect parent, so just be a real one. Sue Atkins. And finally, what I found as the most powerful quote states, being a parent is amazing, and then it is really hard, and then it is incredible, and then it is everything in between. So hold on to the good, breathe through the bad, and welcome the wildest and most beautiful ride of your life. Thank you so much for watching this presentation on becoming a parent. I hope you have enjoyed learning with me about becoming parents, and I also look forward to seeing your presentations. Thank you for your time.